back to the show. So we often use the term relationship red flag to describe something alarming that we have discovered about a person. But over on Reddit, people are discussing typical red flags that they actually don't mind, like someone's lack of social media presence or their poor cooking skills. Not a red flag, apparently. Anybody want to jump in on this?
Okay, well, I'll jump in first. All right, so all the things that I chose are things that I do. That's why I had to put them down. All right, so the first one is someone who needs their space. I need my space. Like, you know, people that get in a relationship and they want to see you every single second of the day. Yep. I'm like, no, honey, I need a little bit of a timeout. When I get home, I just want to sit down in the dark for like 20 minutes and not say anything.
Yeah.
And it's hard to communicate that, so that's one thing. I also don't mind a person who's high maintenance. Mainly because...
Could there be two of you that are high maintenance?
We understand each other. We speak the same language of high maintenance, so I'm fine with that one. Not being chatty over text. I'm not a big texter. That's one thing I don't like about this new dating age is all this, you want to text me for 2 weeks? Nah. The texting is, I'll meet you at this restaurant, 7:30. Boom, that's the text, and then we talk there.
Yeah.
This we text back and forth, forget about it. And someone who's been single for a long time. Doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother you.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
All on that list,
all on my list,
right?
because those are all the things that people would see as a red flag, but it's like,
for you.
Yeah.
There wasn't one thing on that list that I saw as a red flag.
Neediness?
Same.
Neediness.
Oh,
they said they would prefer neediness to like being aloof or something like that. And I feel like I'd rather aloof than neediness.
Really?
Okay.
In a romantic relationship?
It's like a whoa.
Wow.
The theme is we want space and distance.
Yeah, I think,
here.
well, just a little bit. I mean, for one of the ones that I found interesting was, hold on, let me find it. Someone who's been single for a long time, also don't find that. But no social media. I didn't know that that was a red flag for some people if you didn't have social media. I, like this person who wrote it, I would find it a big turn on.
Oh, yeah.
And a mystery.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have social media. Like, that's not part of your
That's
world.
Ryan.
Like, how are you spending those 6 hours that I'm on social media? Like, are you reading? Are you thinking about life?
Do you have a hobby?
Yes.
Thank you.
Because I think
So
today, is it my perception that people think if you don't have a social media presence, you must be a serial killer?
Yeah, or
Because
you're hiding something.
You're hiding something deep and dark. Ryan doesn't have social media. He only has accounts that I made for him because I begged him, please let me.
For his business.
And I run his social media accounts. He wants to find out where I am in the world. He goes onto my social media accounts, and and all of my boyfriends, you cannot find them on social media.
Same.
I think that's hot, actually.
It's
It's
very
almost
hot.
like they're living.
Well, because the
something.
opposite. Exactly. Well, also think about it. Do you want to date the guy who has no social media presence or the guy who's in his bathroom with his shirt off taking selfies?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that too, though.
Because that guy.
I'm okay with that
But
too.
you like that guy?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I'd be mad at that guy. I don't think I'd be mad at that.
Reminder though that you have to be careful when you have these like really
Hard.
strong, hard lines.
Yeah.
Like one of what I thought was a red flag when I was dating was like I would never want to date somebody who didn't live by themselves or hadn't lived by themselves, and who lived with their parents still. And that was all Jason. So he still lived with his dad. And initially when he told me that, I was like, okay. And if it had been a hard no for me, I wouldn't have Jai. I wouldn't have Jai. That would be such a bad thing. So be flexible on your red flags.
Every Italian household right now is like, hey, my son's still at home.
Oh, yeah.
I say that lovingly because that was Ryan also. He lived with his family until we got engaged. So that culturally, that is actually very, very normal.
Also depends on the age of the guy because you guys met your guys when they're in their 20s. So to be at home in your 20s is not a big deal. If he's at home in his 40s,
Another one that I thought would be a red flag is someone who's not a good planner, but you guys know that typical type A personality. Who's the planner and CEO of my household? It's me. So if Ryan was the same personality, we would actually
It'd be
clash.
a disaster.
So Ryan is a terrible planner, and I love that.
Yeah, me too. That's my relationship too. I'd love it. I'd be so angry. What do you mean you're trying to help me out? Are you a monster?
Monster? Oh my gosh.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.